Welcome back. Chapter 3, Why Most Photographers Struggle to Make a Good Living. I start early. I work late. I still can't get ahead. At the end of the month, I still have more bills than I have money. Does this sound familiar? According to the PP of A statistics, the average income of a photographer is about $25,000. In the times that we're living, I feel that this is a tragedy. I've been on the creative side of a camera for over 30 years, and I know what hard work it is getting up early in the morning to catch the first light of dawn and out late in the evenings to capture the golden moment of sunset. Working holidays because this is when your clients are in town. Anyone who thinks our profession is easy has never done it. My mentor used to tell me, Stephen, I don't mind going home tired, I just don't want to go home tired and poor. I learned a valuable lesson from that. It's okay to work hard and love what you do, but you should get well paid. I have noticed over the years, most photographers are pricing themselves out of business. They figure that an 8x10 only costs them $6 from their lab, so they're going to sell it to their clients for $25, not realizing that with labor and everything else that goes into creating the 8x10, it's costing them a lot more. Remember, we're not selling photographic paper by the square inch. We are creating art that will be enjoyed and valued for generations. We're providing incredible, valuable service to our clients. We need to charge appropriately. When you present images to your clients and you see the mother sobbing as she sees the beautiful images that you created, what is that worth? There aren't too many things that you can purchase in this world that can have that amount of impact. What we do is special. Make sure that you're getting well paid for what you're worth. If 25% of your clients aren't complaining about your prices, then you're probably priced too low. What I recommend is to take a look at both the local and national market and see what other photographers are charging. See how good their work is. How does your work compare with theirs? Gathering this information will tell you where you are with not only your pricing, but also your skill level and the quality of your images. This should help you to establish new goals and developing your skills to a higher level and also raising your prices accordingly. I would say that the majority of clients, when viewing their images, never ask for a price. They purchase the images that they desire. Do I live in a rare part of the country where clients don't care about money? I don't think so. I've just positioned my studio to attract the kind of clients that not only appreciate my work, but also can afford it. I hear the same thing from top pros around the country, many who live in small rural communities. If you believe that your work is valuable, it will attract clients that feel the same way. If you make a big deal of how much your work costs, your clients can sense this. If you're comfortable with your prices, your clients can also sense the ease at which you feel about the value of your work. One of the biggest challenges photographers have about their prices is they can't afford themselves if they were the client. Because of this, they have a hard time believing their own value. You need to realize how valuable your work is and how much your clients will enjoy and treasure the images that you create. This will enable you to be financially successful and to be able to afford yourself. A good rule of thumb to see if you're charging enough is to take your yearly gross, the total amount of money that you made last year, compare it to your net, the amount of money that you were able to keep after expenses. If you're not able to retain at least 30% of your gross, then you're probably pricing yourself too low. Overview of systems. If you're going to be successful, you need to create systems. Systems can help you keep on track, and also it makes it easy to train team members so they can perform at their best. I realize that systems are pretty much a left-brained thinking, and most of us photographers are right-brained. If you're going to be successful, you need to create systems. Systems can help keep you on track, and they also make it easy to train your team members so they can perform at their best. I realize that systems are pretty much left-brain thinking, and most of us photographers are more creative right-brain thinkers. But if you put in the time and you create the systems, you'll be greatly rewarded for your efforts. It'll also help clarify how you do business and how you can make it better. Below is an outline on how we move an inquiry to a prospect to a client, and a client to a completely delighted client for life. Below is an overview of each step within our system. For each step, we have a written guide so that each team member can maximize that particular part of the system. It also enables us to bring in new employees and get them up to speed very quickly by having a clear path for them to follow. We call each step an SOP, Special Operating Procedures. Handling an incoming phone call from a prospect. This is usually the first point of contact. The call needs to be handled extremely well. The result of the call should either be the scheduling of a photography session or a portrait consultation. A portrait consultation is where we have the opportunity to meet face-to-face with a prospect to tell them our studio story and how we are the right studio for them. They get to experience our brand, why we are different from any other studio, why they need to have us handle their portrait session. A portrait session is where we create incredible images of the family, a wedding couple, or high school senior. The session can occur in our studio, on location, or in the client's home. The presentation session. This is where we meet in our state-of-the-art presentation gallery and view the images that were created in the portrait session. This is typically payday. Portrait order review is where we go over the order with my portrait enhancement artist. We discuss how we're going to take the raw digital images and turn them into works of art. Portrait production. This is where we take the enhanced images and print them either on paper or canvas and then seal and prepare them for framing. Client pickup is where the client, through a preset appointment, comes to the studio to pick up their finished order, completely framed and ready to be displayed in their home. Client thank you is where we send the client a thank you note and a gift from the studio, thanking them for their business. Having these systems in place allows us to be more creative because we don't have to remember or try to figure out every detail of every phase of the creative production process. This way we can also keep our clients very satisfied. Throughout this book, we're going to break each system down to bite-sized pieces. But before we do that, let's talk about what's going to really drive you each day into propelling you to the top of your field and accomplishing your most important goals. Remember, you can accomplish anything you desire if you find the right guide to get you there. You can do it. Live life with enthusiasm and be proactive. This is Stephen LeBlanc, LeBlanc Studios, signing off. See you next lesson.